Hey guys, it's I'm Cookies, and today it's a little late right now. It's 12:49 a.m. in the morning for Thursday. So yeah, hopefully this will be rendered soon, and then I can get this out and all this other, malarkey. So search and destroy on grid right now, and I go 11 and 3. I'm gonna talk about a lot of things actually today. So hopefully you guys can bear with me. So. This is my third time doing it. Third time's a charm. Knock on wood. You never know. Been rambling a lot, so let's try and get this in order. I do have some Coke with me, so let me take a little drink here. More like a chug. Excuse me. So I might be burping a little bit, but I kind of had to drink some. So I do go 11 and 3 with the Mac 11 extended mags, but this isn't about the gameplay today, actually. This is about one of the videos I made a while ago. This is about my I'm Cookies Couch Time special that I gave a shout out to Sambo, which you guys should also subscribe to him still. You guys should definitely subscribe to him. I'll put the links in the description as well, just because he's an awesome dude. But anyway, I'm here to talk about my open door policy and why I was talking about that. So if you didn't watch the video, what I said too is if you guys have any issues, please feel free to PM me. If you guys want some advice on something, maybe girls or maybe even just life. I've dealt with a lot of things in my life, and I wanted to really talk about what I've dealt with in my life and excuse me, give you guys a short abridged version, if you will. Excuse me again. So as a kid, I've grown up with divorced parents, but also I was born with what is called redundant urinary systems. And what that is, the tubes from your kidneys to your bladder, there's 4 of them. Usually in an average human being there's 2, so there's 1 on each side, but I had 2 on each side, so the urine would retract from, like all the bacteria and stuff that would go from the kidneys to the bladder. It would actually, when I use the restroom, when I expel it, some of that stuff would go back through the filtration of the second pipes and come back into the kidneys, thus damaging my kidneys. So from the get-go, it was pretty bad. But that's what happens, I guess, when your mom is like 39. Birth defects are actually more common in parents who are older when they give birth to children. But anyways, with that, my parents got divorced, so throughout my life I've had to deal with the brunt of being in the middle, being for my mom and for a part of her family, kind of the mistake child, if you will. It was a little weird. It kind of felt like it. You got that air that with all your problems, you kind of also led to the divorce. It was a little bit of the tension. You know what I'm saying? But you never know. And with that, I also got picked on as a kid, so I dealt with a lot of things, and I was battling depression, and to say that I'm done battling depression would be lying to myself. You're never really done with battling. Depends. You can be, but for me, I'm not. I've walked this road a long time, and for me, I don't wear it on myself anymore. I'm very quiet about my depression. If you know me now, as a freshman in high school, I used to be very quiet as a kid. I used to not talk. I used to barely talk to anybody. Even in middle school, like, people were just like, why don't you smile? Why don't you talk? It's like, I was very dark as a person. I mean, I wouldn't show it, like, in my clothing or anything. I wasn't emo or, like, wear black nail polish or stuff, but I was very dark. I was very, a person with emotional scars, if you will. I equated it once to somebody, I look in my eyes and, I don't see this little boy who loved people anymore. As a kid, I used to be a kid who used to love people, used to hug everybody, used to believe that, God wouldn't like that, doing this, you should love everybody, And over the years, with all the people making fun of me and stuff, it turned me, when you look, when you look at yourself in the mirror, you see yourself, but, when I looked at myself in the mirror, when I looked at my eyes, I didn't see myself anymore. What I equated it to be was like I saw just fire, anger, frustration, hatred at people because of what they've done to me, and why people that are the way they are, why people do, why would they be so mean? It was my pent-up anger and frustration, and I would hold it all in. I wouldn't let it out. I would let all the ridicule and stuff get to me, all the meanness, all the just family issues get to me, to the point where it almost made me want to kill myself multiple times. And I remember one of the times as a little boy, I I was like 9, okay? I took one of the kitchen knives that we had, it was serrated, and I held it out up long, and I'm just showing my arms a little bit, but I held it up long, and what that means is, like, I had it aimed at my heart, you know, and to me it was equating to my heart was hurt so much that stabbing it would cure the pain, would take all of it away. It would take my pain that I've been bearing with for years, it would take it away forever, and I would be content with that. So, I mean, in the end, I was a very, very troubled child, and with that, I think, came a lot of things for me. I kind of realized in the end that I actually learned from what my depression was, you know, who I was and what I am as a person, and, you know, why I am the way I am, and just, you know, why things are the way they are. And after all that, you know, after coming out of this, and a lot of things have happened, you know, coming out of all that bad stuff that's happened to me and just all this random shit, I've realized that, you know, with what I know, I want to pass on to people. I want to be able to tell people that, hey, this is something that has happened to me. I've been through something like this. You know, I know somebody, I like somebody right now. This isn't my ex-girlfriend, but I like somebody right now. And right now we can't really be in a relationship because A, I'm going to college, and B, and I'm going to be thousands of miles away, and B, she's only a junior, and it's not going to happen. And I wish it did. You know, I was really optimistic about it, and I wanted it to happen. And that was a change in me. Like, today I noticed that for me today, you know. I told her, today I was hanging out with her, I said, you know, I don't want to let this chance go by. I don't want something like this, you know. And I said to her, I've been sitting in my life with all my depression and stuff, letting chances go by, letting the things that I could have had go by like nothing, and I didn't care. And I didn't want to do that again. I didn't want to be like that. Long story short, before I dated my first girlfriend, there's a girl that I liked, and I felt attracted to her. And I really thought that she was awesome, and I missed my chance. I messed up. I missed my chance. She went to college, and she's a year older than me, and she was the girl that got away. The fairy tale girl that got away. And with that, you know, I said to her, I don't want this to go away. You know, I finally realized in my life that I can't just sit there and let these things go by. I have to take them. And, you know, this was the first time I realized, you know, even through all my faults, you know, I finally realized that, you know, what I've been through can make me a stronger person. And I think that that's why why I said, you know, you can PM me and talk about anything, because I want to be that person. I want to, you know, if you guys need help, if you guys, you know, need this kind of companionship, you know, if you need, or you just need someone to kind of get their opinion for it, you know, maybe something like that, maybe to be a light in the darkness. I've equated, my favorite movie is The Dark Knight, and I've equated life to being very dark. I view the world now very dark. It's a very dark world out there, and, you know, be a light in the darkness. And that's what I want to strive to be. And I think that the YouTube community needs to kind of learn from that, you know. We can't just sit here and squabble over views or squabble over subscribers anymore. We need to be something more. I mean, we're here to post content and be entertaining, but also, I think, with who we are as people, we're personalities, you know. We're human. We've been through things. We have been through a lot of things, you know. You can look at a lot of people, maybe they've been through, you know, they may look like they're really cool on camera, but, you know, they may have been through a lot of dark things. They may have a lot of skeletons in their closet, you know. For me, to say the least, I've had my fair share of skeletons in the closet. And I think that with that, I think we can say, hey, we know what you've been through, and if you guys need help, we should be here. And I really believe that YouTube in general should be also a place for people to be able to say, you know, I need help. I need to come together with people. I need to be able to help. And, you know, you do get the bad people, but, you know, there are people here who need help. And with that, I think we should be that light in the darkness. And I want to try and be that for you guys. I want to be that for anybody I can. I want to try and be that light for people. And, you know, I guess that's why I do that. And I guess that's kind of why you should be able to, you know, you should never just sit there and, you know, be down on your luck all the time anymore. You should go for the things that matter to you, and can't just sit there and let the chances go by. And, you know, with the story about this girl that I like, you know, I had to we can't do that for, you know, a lot of good reasons. And, you know, I didn't want to break her heart. And that's also a big factor. You know, I'd never wanted to break her heart. I didn't want to, excuse me guys, sorry about that lag spike for a minute, but I didn't want to be that. I didn't want to break her heart, you know, in the end. I didn't want to date for a month maybe and then say, hey, I'm going to college. You know, we can't be together anymore. I didn't want to do that. So that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the gameplay. I went 11-3, as you can see. And you know, this wasn't about the gameplay. This was about, you know, me opening up and saying, if you guys need assistance, if you got, some of you guys are trouble, if you guys want some help with something, don't hesitate to ask. Don't hesitate to come to me and PM me and say, hey, I've got a problem. And if you guys want to be private about it, fine. You can give me your Skype if you have one, or we can PM each other over YouTube. But if you guys really, you know, if you want assistance, and if you want it private, fine. If you want me to put it in a video and get other people's opinions on it, because I believe that, you know, the best advice is always from other people too. You know, great advice comes in big numbers. You know, you get good advice from a lot of people, and I really believe that, you know, if you want to be private, I'm okay with that. I am very respectful with privacy. I will not. If you PM me and say, hey, I'm Cookies, I don't want people to know about this, but can you help me with this? You know, let's say my friend's going to commit suicide. I mean, I can't guarantee that I'm not going to, you know, say, hey, you know, you should really talk to people about it, you know, other people. But, you know, if you really like, hey, I'm very down on something and I need your help, or I'm suicidal and I don't know what to do, you know, and if you really want that respected, you know, I will try my best. I can't guarantee it, but I will try my best to respect your privacy with the best I can. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you guys can take what I said, and to leave you guys with something, there's a little story I know. So a priest, Levite, and good Samaritan were walking down. And they were walking down this road together. They passed this guy down in his luck. Now, the Levite really doesn't say anything and walks away. Now, the priest, though, goes and asks himself a question in his head and says, if I stop to help this man, what will happen to me? You know, he thinks for a minute and walks away. The Good Samaritan, though, on the other hand, stops and says, if I do not stop to help this man, what will happen to him? Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.